direct descendants of the Eureka Diggers. And we ask you to recite after us. We swear by the Southern Cross to stand truly by each other and fight to defend our rights and liberties. And you know what? Fuck you, Dan Andrews.
Jail, Dan Andrews.
And I'm a Labor voter.
Sammy's back. Sammy's back. Sammy's back. A million news. A million news.
Sorry guys, how was it? They're always trying to get the silly puddles out.
We're trying to make some space for this water because if EPA comes down right now, well then they'll see it as a hazard to us and they can shut this whole thing down because we're not moving. I'm not moving. What time?
So what's the
Ochre, very sacred, come from the lands. We trust it up, gives us protection, allows the spirits to see us, also allows us to transform into them old spirits, into them creation animals.
and what's
That's the women's paint up. That's the women's paint up.
No Charlie, no Charlie. Stand up for your right.
My husband and I rang our local Member of Parliament's office, one of Dan's mates, and we asked the receptionist why we have been removed from the steps of our House of Parliament, and the reason I was giving was to allow access for other people to enter Parliament House. Are they going to climb over the orange barriers to walk up the steps?
The war machine keeps turning, poisoning their brainwashed minds.
9:30? I mean, no one really wants to show this stuff anymore, so it's kind of not so bad.
Yeah, I guess like it's kind of not to encourage.
Being such a fringe, like how many people is that?
Here?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't know. What do you reckon? 100, 250?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yet that's plastered on the front pages. Like, why is that given such airtime? That is such a tiny story. Like, it's disgusting. Like, confused these people are very stressed. They don't deserve any airtime.
Can I just ask a marketing research question? Did you see the Saturday group? I can't ask you how big you thought it was. So what flag are you wearing?
I'm wearing the flag of Romania.
Okay, so why are you wearing the Romanian flag?
Because I come from a communist country.
Are you seeing any similarities in the last 2 years of communism in Romania, from Romania?
Oh yes, absolutely. So one problem that used to happen in Romania is that we had a party that was supposed to represent the people, but it was only one party, so nobody else was allowed a dissenting opinion. So basically what's happening here, I see, is that unless you agree with the major party, you get called names, anti-science, anti-vaxxer, anti-government. So there's basically no debate. You know, this is the thing that's worrying me the most, that all debate seems to be stifled in Victoria at the moment. Stifled, yeah, sorry, my Romanian accent, you know. So yeah, watching these movies, which we weren't really allowed to watch, and people had freedom. They could go to shops, buy things, talk to each other. And in Romania, you cannot do that. Like, I remember once walking down the street and talking to a friend of mine about life outside of Romania. And this woman was telling us, hey, be careful what you say, because you could get arrested for that. Even my parents were telling me that. And we were restricted to not tell others that we were going to church. And like, for example, now there is a bill that's about to happen. So once again, we are seeming to be losing our freedom. There doesn't seem to be any room for dissenting opinions. So, yeah.
Hi. In 1988, when I was 12 years old, me and my grandma, we escaped from Vietnam to cross border to Cambodia, then walked through the jungle, get to the little fishing boat just to escape to Thailand, because in Thailand there's a refugee camp. The man on the boat had to get bucket and take turn, scoop the water out. We thought we got rescued because we saw a big boat come from far away. We was like clapping, was like, someone's got to help us. They come closer, we realised they're not good people because of machine guns and M16 and AK-47. I'm very familiar with guns. Growing up, they kicked us and whatever. They took our gold and they towed the boat into shore. And we got off the boat and they dealt petrol into the boat and they torched the boat. They robbed us, but they also took us to where the refugee camp is.
And where was that?
In Thailand, in Panat Nikom. Yeah, we got processed and...
how long did that take?
2 years. We stayed 2 years. We live in like rat infested, like heaps of rat. It's just like a rat the size of a cat. Like I'm talking about big rat. And my uncle sponsored me and my grandma over to Australia in 1988.
1988.
Yeah, and
so your uncle was in Australia.
Yeah, he escaped 5 years earlier. He did the same trip, risked our life to get to the promised land, one of the best countries in the world. And 33 years later, who would have thought it's worse than the country that we came from, because of this last 2 years, this pandemic and this mandate, I'm not, and now the new bill coming that, I can get arrested, detained for however long because of my political or my religious belief, and that is like exactly the communist that I was escaped from.
See you next lecture. I'm so proud of this country. I know your feeling about Danny Landro. I know your feeling about Labour Party. They only want a photo shot with you and they don't want to do anything.
But that's because we're family now. We're all family.
Cakes and sandwiches?
We'll have a sandwich.
Yeah, go for it.
Thanks, brother. Thank you very much. Lovely. Thank you.
10 p.m.
Is in disarray, with former Minister Adam Samyarak revealing he will return to Parliament to block it because it gives too much power to the government. As it stands, the government can't get the numbers to pass the bill. But we shall see.
20 past 10. 10 past 11.
I've made some chai tonight, a huge pot of it, and it's free to anybody who walks by.
And it's 11:45. 12:30.
Up here in the corner, we've got a bag of flowers. saying this is it, we're drawing the line in the sand, enough.
I endorse that message.
1:30. 2 a.m.
Hi, Sammy. Freedom, buddy.
2:30. 3 a.m.